Okay, I think it's gonna be my last one today. And you know, this is gonna be from Ecclesiastes chapter 12. And this is pretty much, whether you're experiencing symptoms or you're having hard times, it's some heavy times we're in. Excuse me. And I ran across this in chapter 12 and it just helped me a lot. All right. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun, or the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the street. Okay, there's more, but you all get the point. Um, let's not forget to, enjoy the good when it does come. Some of us, we can become so intense, as we become so informed and we learn about things, and we some people, are just they're anxious just for some major revolution, feeling like they want to just go and find some reason to be how they really want to be, but the setting doesn't allow it. All right. Those who will thrive more in some lawless environment or whatnot. And it's like, there's a whole bunch of verses I have already prepped in Proverbs about being slow to anger and whatnot. But again, let's not say I have no pleasure in them, okay? Because, this is it for here. And so let's not forget to enjoy the small things. And let's not sweat everything because, again, I've made this point in earlier videos. Things are going to happen. It's not to be stopped. It's just prepping yourself with the information so you know how to mentally handle it better and help those around you. Okay? And, and it says in the first verse, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth while the evil days come not. So while things are good and, we're so hung up on trying to get this kind of car and all that stuff that we forget to enjoy a good sunrise. We forget to enjoy, nature itself, just things that cost nothing to enjoy. Let's not forsake those things because we're too focused on keeping up with the Joneses or whatever the reason may be. And also, here's another one. It says, this is verse 11 through 12. The words of the wise are as goads, and as nails fastened by the masters of assemblies, which are given from one shepherd. And further, by these, my son, be admonished, of making many books, there is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. Okay? Now, this was me all the way. Any given time, I'm buried in 3 or 4 books. Metaphysical books, religious books, whatever, conspiracy books, all these different things, and running back and forth, and your mind just swimming with all these things, and then you find yourself frustrated because you can't really talk to anybody else about it because nobody's really concerned about reading that type of stuff, because it's just too heavy or they're just not interested. And then you find yourself feeling alone, and you're angry, and you're bitter, and then you run into other people who read the same books, and everybody's back and forth. Hey, did you read this book, man? Yeah, man. Illuminati this and the government this and this and this and that and this conspiracy here and da 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 da. Forget it. Okay, like I said, there's nothing wrong with being informed, but there's a such thing as reading too much, studying too much, that you forget, you forget the things that you can take pleasure in, because none of this stuff you're gonna stop. Okay, and again, and further by these, my son, be admonished, of many books there is no end. You're going to find this stuff everywhere. The books are not going to stop. You go to any bookstore, go to the New Age section or whatever, and it just will not stop. There's always something else. And, you be referencing 10 or 20 books, and at the end of the day, can't do a damn thing to stop it. You know, glasses are crooked. That's weird. Yeah. Oh, well, I'll fix it. Anyway, and so, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. So, it's okay to not think about this stuff for a while. It's hard not to. Media is designed in a way to where we can't stop thinking about it because it's just going to be looped around and around and around. You're going to hear about it somewhere. But forget it. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat the small stuff so much. And that is a very difficult thing to do because we care. We give a damn about what's happening and wish we could do something to stop it. And but we can't do anything if we're going crazy. And so those are just two things that are helpful for me. Hopefully they're helpful to you. And have a good night.